What's happening? I am Demarlo Whetstone, and
I'm Monique Whetstone, and this is our story of overcoming.
I am born and raised in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, by way of El Paso, Texas. I'm a military brat, so I've been all over the world.
And I am originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, born and raised. And I have been living in Dallas for about 15 years now.
And this is our story of overcoming. I met Monique Carr at the time in 2005 during like she said, she was by way of New Orleans, Louisiana. The Hurricane Katrina had came through, and she happened to come down here from that. And at the time, I was a IST driver for Mattress Giant. She came in one of our facilities with a partner of hers looking for some furniture. Me being the kind of person I am, I wanted to talk to her, but I was afraid to talk to her. So I just found an advantage. They needed something, I was able to provide it, and we went from there. Okay, there we go.
Well, that's partly correct.
Give us the truth.
Yeah, we did need some things. Like he said, me and my family evacuated from Katrina, and I came here to Texas by faith, actually, just saying, you know what, taking a leap of faith, and I'm just gonna go. And me and my girlfriend were in the midst of trying to get things together to find somewhere to stay, and I was so tired from just going to different places, from trying to find somewhere to go, things to get a new apartment, and just tired. And she was like, let's stop at one more location. And I was like, I really don't want to do that. I just want to go home and go to sleep. And she said, I promise this is the last place we're going to go. And if we don't find anything here, we're done. So we ended up at Mattress Giant, which is where Demarlo worked.
Where I was delivering in the truck.
And he claims that he noticed me when I walked through the door, which I really wasn't paying attention to anybody. I was just trying to get in there and get out. But nevertheless, he was, and he introduced himself to me and my friend Crystal at the time. And he was being the gentleman and wanted to help out as much as he could. And from there, we exchanged numbers and became friends because he was trying to make sure that we were okay. And might I add, he didn't believe I was from New Orleans when I first got there.
Man, let me tell you, I done met a lot of different people from New Orleans and women, and they had more gold in their mouth than I had on me. So it was hard to believe. No disrespect, no point.
He literally asked to see my license to see if I was originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. But nevertheless, we did exchange and became really great friends. We were literally on the phone for 1 year before we even went on our first date.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's pretty much.
It was amazing to me because I've never really talked to someone like that on a regular basis without actually having an interaction. So that was new to me, and I was in a new place. I was going through some things at the time, and I was reinventing myself, and she came along at the right time, and it was great. We became friends before we became anything else, and that's what I admired the most. And she was fun to talk to.
It was like I had never met someone like Demarlo before, because me coming from a big family from New Orleans, Louisiana, my parents were married for almost 50 years. And meeting someone like Demarlo, I had never been away from home. So for me, everything was new. I had no family here. I was literally by myself. So it was great just to have a friend and have someone that I can connect with on a different level, but yet we were so different, but yet
very different.
So much the same.
It's like the sun and the moon. She's light, and then where I was at the time of my life is like darkness, and trying to find the light. You dig? And it was just, we were raised very different. We both come from good homes, good families. Her family is very well nurturing, and she's a very well nurturing person, and I had to get used to that, because I had been on my own for so long, and my relationships with at home, they weren't bad, but they weren't, to where like hers, and it was just really amazing to me. And in the beginning,
It was hard.
It was tough. Yeah,
Let
it
me
was
tell you
tough.
something. In the beginning,
tough.
there were many nights I was like this around the neck.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not a thorough communicator. Back then, I wasn't a thorough communicator. I didn't know how to communicate because I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve. I don't talk about things. So everything I used to hold inside and keep built up. And then when it would boil over, I would explode. And dealing with the type of woman that she is, and my anger issues and the things that I went through, it was tough, but I loved her to death. She was opposite of me, and that's what attracted me the most. That helped me wanted to be better. So my biggest thing for myself is communication. She's a communicator. I sit there like a blank piece of paper with the lines on it, ready to put the pen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was one of the things that I will say. Every day it gets better and better because you grow as individuals. And what I will say we grew up together.
Yeah,
we literally grew up together in this relationship. So yes, in the beginning it was very difficult for me because I didn't understand why it wasn't as simple for me for him as it was for me. It's like, I love you, you love me. Let's talk. Let's open up. Let's connect. I mean, men and women, we're different anyway. Yeah. You know, women are complicated, men are complicated, and a lot of times we don't even understand ourselves. You know, the emotions that we go through. So in dealing with all that, on top of the internal things, we struggled with that.
And what stood out to me the most about her is the fact that I have 2 kids. Coming into this relationship, I have 2 daughters. And coming out of the relationship that I've had with my daughter's mother and me being the type of person that I am, I had a lot of respect for her because she accepted me with that. And she loves the girls just as much as she loves me. And that's where her nurturing side came in. But the communication thing, you know,
it was like a wall that we couldn't break.
Yeah. And
it took a lot of internal work. It took me taking a step back and saying, you know what, I'm not here to fix him. That's not. But I had to learn that. You know, I had to say I can't be in a situation where I'm putting the responsibility on me to make him happy. It's an internal process that we all have to go through. So I had to take a step back and make sure that I was good because I was losing myself in the whole relationship. And when you lose yourself and you're not where you need to be, you're not good for yourself, and you're definitely not good for your partner. So it took a lot of internal work for myself. It also took some internal work for him as well. And he's grown so much as an individual and as a man and as a father and now as a husband to me that I'm very proud of where we are right now. And it works for us. We can't speak for other couples, but what we have is special because it's for us. And
I respect the fact that she gave me my space to grow, at the same time helping me, nurturing me to grow as an individual and to be better for myself, my kids, and for her. And I wasn't very empathetic and emotional and concerning, but then just listening to her and being received by her family with open arms, it started tearing down the wall of that defense mechanism that I have of not letting anyone in. And when I started to let her in, I started to see that there's another way to live than the way, another way to feel than the way that you feel at that moment. And it was really tough. But now, as time has passed, she's helped me nurture my relationship with Christ, connect with my own inner spirit, and she's a very spiritual person, and I like that. It didn't really help a lot in my growth, and we're in a very good place from where we had really started, because there has been some times I want to wring her neck, but all relationships have that. You go through that.
Well, yeah, we've had our days, but he is right. I am a prayer warrior, and prayer is in my time is very special to me. I take that very seriously, and I know that God is the only reason why that we're here today, even being as close as we are right now, because he has been the center. And I had to allow him his time to grow into that space and to understand that without him, then we're never going to get to where we need to be. He has to be the full foundation of everything that we do. And
just open up and let him in.
Yeah,
Just give your
because it's like
give your heart and your soul.
You have this wall up and you have this box, and it's like you're saying, okay, you want God to help you, and you have this prayer, but it's like if you have this box and you're here, He's telling you, then you don't need me. So you have to open it up and to allow Him to come into your life so that you can see what's on the other side.
It was tough. It was tough for me because my relationship with God wasn't great, and that was a personal thing because you feel a certain type of way about some things, and why does this happen to me? Why does this happen to me? Why do I feel this way? Why can I let go of things? Why can I let go of the past? And it really has to do with self, the individual, because you got to start inside to receive everything from the outside.
And what he did, you made a good point last time we had a talk. You said a lot of the things that we did were self-inflicting, and that's so true because a lot of the issues that we had, it was us doing it to us. It wasn't any outside forces or anything coming in to tear that down. So, but through it all, we keep God first, and we make sure that we take the time to really understand each other and understand who the person is, and to let that person be an individual.
And listen.
Listen.
And I recommend, don't listen to just listen. Listen to understand, listen to comprehend, and listen to respond. You know what I mean? Just don't be blank. Just don't be blank. And
don't lose yourself.
Yeah.
And I think in a relationship for me also, I felt like I was losing myself because, again, I was trying to fix.
And I was trying so hard to make you happy, knowing that I can't control your happiness.
Yeah.
I can just be a part of it.
That's true. So that is definitely true.
Once I got over that, everything was good.
A lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of errors, a lot of cries. But a lot of laughter too. This is my homie, like we just laugh and we joke and we do some of the craziest things. And I was like, Demarlo, if we had a camera in this house, I swear people would think we were insane because they're like, what are y'all doing? But it's us.
It's us. It works for us.
It works for us. And he's my best friend. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be the woman I am today if it wasn't for this man sitting next to me, because he has taught me so much about inner strength. I had it as a foundation with my parents, but being with him and dealing with a lot of the things that we have to deal with each other and individually, I'm stronger for it. I'm a better person. I'm a wiser person. I'm a stronger woman. And I've been able to experience a lot of different things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do if he hadn't been by my side. So as much of the bad things we have, there's so much more good that we have had between our relationship, and I wouldn't trade the bad or anything that we went through for nothing, because it made us who we are today, and we're better for it too.
And as for her, I owe her everything, because she taught me how to love, how to receive love, and how to give love. You know what I mean? And just opened up my mind and my heart to so many new things on how to be a better person than who I could be. Help me see who I could be, see the greatness in myself. And I'm glad that she stuck around, because she wanted to put me out on the porch a couple of times.
Oh, that's so
what I mean?
True.
But
well, yeah.
It's cool, and I love her. I love you, and I honor you, and I cherish you. I love the foundation that you helped lay with the kids and for myself, and I just see greatness in yourself and me and just us, period.
Oh yeah. We
Plus you're funny.
We definitely have so much more to do, so much more.
It's so far to go.
Yeah.
It's so far to go, and so much to give to each other and to our friends and to our family. Yeah. And I just appreciate the fact that she's here.
Of course.
My wife.
Of course.
I thought I'd have be saying that, but my wife, and I love it. Love it.
Yeah. He is. Great.
Other than that, that's pretty much it.
That's our story.
That's our story
of overcoming.
The love of my life. Dap up. My man.